Can I get a motion to go into executive session for legal and personnel reasons? Brett and Maria, all in favor? 4. Okay, thank you. We'll be back at 7. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Can everyone stand for the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Justice for all. Okay, roll call.
That was fantastic, guys. Welcome, Leah Leone.
Brett Miller.
Maria Venuto.
Ann Markoulis.
Angela Ramo.
Hi, Megan Levine.
Hi, Maureen Gemini.
Michael Mecca.
Okay. We'll go on to the approval of the minutes. I think we should split them because the first one we were all in attendance for and the second one we were not. Is that okay?
Great.
Do them together and then Ann just abstains from both?
Sure.
Oh, okay. All right, so can I get a motion to approve the minutes? Maria and Brett, questions or comments? All in favor? 6.
I have to abstain from the last meeting, which was May 6th.
Okay.
So yes for me for the 28th.
Committee reports, audit.
So the audit committee met on May 5th, where we were able to discuss the draft reports of the payroll detail testing audit and the risk assessment audit with our internal auditors, Cullen and Danowski, and I expect to have the final audit reports by the end of the week.
Thank you. Policy.
Policy Committee is going to be meeting on June 16th. Just in the meantime, we're still working on our compliance policies for non-discrimination, bullying, harassment, Title IX. Before we bring forth the updated policies for those, Lisa Viskovich and myself are just working on updating our website. As outlined in the policy, that's going to be one of the forums where that information can be found. So once we do that, we'll bring forth those first readings. And then just as another update, just a shout out to Ms. Plocky, our chairperson of social studies, who's taken a lead in terms of coordinating and working with our students for the student board member election that's going to be taking place at the high school this month. And just a big thank you to Mr. Hudson and Mr. Barry for also helping out with that coordination as well.
Thank you. Education Committee.
The Education Committee will be meeting tomorrow, May 21st, at 4:45 in Glen Cove High School in 101. At that point, we will be reviewing our professional development plan as well as our title grants for next school year.
Thanks. Facilities.
At the high school, wiring for 7 vape detectors are now currently in place, and the facility staff is working on fixing a leak in the pump for the field sprinklers. At Landing, repairs have been made to the library HVAC unit, and at Gribben, updated wiring for a new intercom and doorbell have been installed. And at Thayer House, the construction is moving along. The stucco in the back of the house has been scraped and painted, as well as the fire escapes. The windows arrived today, and installation will start as soon as possible.
Thank you. Yeah, Maria.
I just wanted to ask Teresa, is there any update on the kitchen? Any change in that, or?
I'm trying to get an answer from our equipment vendor as to the shipment of the kettles. The kettles are essential to how the cooking happens in the kitchen. They were supposed to ship on Monday, but I haven't gotten confirmation that they did ship.
Okay,
So we're waiting
that's what I
for
was
that
wondering about.
information.
Thank you, Teresa.
Okay. Michael, our student board member.
Good evening. This week marks the first week post-AP exams, a significant hurdle crossed, and a relief as we near the end of the year. This past Monday and Tuesday, which was yesterday, Glen Cove High School has put on 2 wonderful concerts. Also musically, the high school marching band will be performing in the Memorial Day Parade this Monday. Throughout downtown, I'm sure many of you have seen, the senior banners are now up. They line the streets and look pretty good. The annual Battle of the Classes are once again now fastly approaching on June 6th. The rain date is the following day, the 7th, which is a Sunday. More details about signing up are to follow. And then finally, not much to say, but finally, as we near the end of the year, we all look forward to finishing the year very strong. So, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, superintendent's report.
Thank you. So today we're very excited to welcome all of you. We have a number of students and staff members in the audience, so I want to introduce our staff members and our students because it will not be a presentation by staff. It's going to be very special because our students are going to be presenting to us the work that they've been doing in their student government and different groups that really help our community and even beyond. We're very proud of our students because they are selfless and they learn values that where they are not just thinking about themselves, but they're looking to help others and be civic-minded. So I want to start by introducing our Daisy second graders who will tell us a little bit about the work that they did. If you could please come up.
You want to go up there? Want us to go up there or right here is okay? Okay. Perfect. Okay. So can I have number one? What's number one? Number two. Number two. You can face me. Eden, who's number four? Four. 5. 6. Good job. 7. 8. Good job. 9. You guys are just gonna stand on the side. We're gonna talk about your success in a minute, okay? So you come stand here. Okay. Now let come stand here, but Ted. Jen, where are you, Ted? Okay. Ready?
We are second graders that attend DD school. We created a project that we want to share with you. We worked very hard.
We had a guest come into our school to teach us about 3D printing. Then Miss McKenna assigned us a community reader to design a bookmark for.
We worked with a partner to come up with a plan on paper, which was hard because we didn't always agree with each other, but compromised and came up with ideas together. It felt good to make stuff that we never made before, and it felt good to make it for other people.
For example, we designed for a dentist and we made our bookmark into a toothbrush and we thought they would like it.
My favorite part about this project was when you designed a bookmark on Tinkercad. You can change the color of your design.
If I could 3D print anything, I would 3D print toys and things to prank my sister. Ms. McKenna should do this project again next year. Kids might improve their projects and make ones even better than ours.
Thank you.
Hold the bookmarks up. Hold the bookmarks up. You guys take a step back so we can take a picture, okay?
Yes, Miss McKenna should do this project again for making this project to tame for the 2 million readers made me feel happy.
Okay, thank you so much for our Daisy friends for presenting that project. I was so lucky to be one of the community readers, and the students, I guess, heard from Ms. McKenna that I love science, so they designed my bookmark with a science theme, so that was very special. Thank you to Daisy for the wonderful bookmarks you designed for our community members. Now we're going to hear from our friends at Gribben. Ms. Randy's here, and Mrs. Arnold is here, and she's going to present our friends to come up and talk about their work.
Good evening, members of the Board of Education, Superintendent Dr. Dashner, teachers, family, and friends.
We are so excited to share some of the kind and caring things happening at Gribben School.
At Gribben, we learned that even small acts of kindness can make a big difference.
This year, our school participated in the Nosh Super Bowl food drive to help families in need throughout our community.
We also hold food drives during the school year because helping others is important to us.
Our kindergarten students made spectacular placemats for residents living in a local nursing home.
They wanted to bring smiles, kindness, and happiness to others.
Second graders have been fundraising for bald eagles to protect wildlife and nature.
By the way, did you know that a bald eagle's wingspan is taller than most second graders? Another special event at Gribben was our Autism Awareness Buddy Reading Program.
Students work together to promote inclusion, friendship, understanding, and kindness for everyone.
At Gribben School, we learn how to help our community,
care for others,
and make the world a better place, one kind act at a time. Thank you for listening.
Oh, wait, we're going to take a picture. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Thank you to our Gribben friends and for raising funds and also for collecting food for Nosh. That was amazing, and for learning about the bald eagles. At this time, we're going to call up our Connolly School Student Council members. If you can come up.
okay. One of our students lost their paper. It's okay.
My name is Alexander Mazilu, and this is
Isabella.
Mazilu. The Connolly School Student Council is composed of 2 students from each class who were chosen by their classmates.
These students are chosen because they show important qualities and characteristics that Connolly School encourages.
These qualities involve things like responsibility, and ownership, courage, cooperation, and kindness.
Hi, I'm Isabella Martins. I'm in 4th grade, and I've been in student council for 2 years. These student council reps help lead fun, class, and school activities. They meet with other student leaders during lunch or recess to plan events, share ideas, and make sure everyone's voices is heard. When they return to class, they tell their classmates what the school is doing and encourage everyone to join.
Hi, my name is Jada Romero. This is my first year. I'm in 3rd grade. The student council's goal is to make a difference in our school community, in the city of Glen Cove, and in the world surrounding them.
Hi, my name is Abigail Dorado, and this is my first year in student council.
Being a student council rep means helping others, solving problems, and working together. Our reps help make their world a kinder, safer, and more welcoming place.
With some of the events that we did include the Super Bowl, the turkey feathers, and the cereal domino line. I believe there's supposed to be a link there. Oh, yep, there it is. Hit it, Mr. Klotsky.
I'm afraid of taking direction from you, Ryan, in fairness. Oh, it's this one.
Yep.
It's a teeny one.
I'm trusting you.
Yep, there it is. God, the music.
Yeah.
Okay, at this time, we're going to invite our landing students to please come forward. And we also have one of our staff members who leads this group. This is Mrs. Mendrinos. Welcome.
Good evening, Dr. Doshner, members of the Board of Education, and guests. My name is Jacob Palazzo, and I'm the president of Landing School Student Council. Landing Student Council is made up of representatives from all the classes. Fifth grade students have the chance to serve as officers. I was elected president by the entire school. This year, the Landing School Student Council did many exciting things through the month of November. We collected canned goods and donated to NOSH, a Glen Cove food bank. We also made Veterans Day cards for local Glen Cove veterans. Our December activities was decking the halls of Landing School. We wanted to create a cheerful and festive environment for the holiday season. We incorporated all holidays and spread cheer throughout the building. Throughout the winter months, Student Council helped create a Spirit Week around PS I Love You Day. This is an annual mental health and suicide prevention awareness campaign observed every second from Friday, February by schools across Long Island. We also had a bake sale in February. We used the money to buy card games such as Uno, Spot It, and Skip-O for classes to use on indoor recess days. We honor Glen Cove veterans again by creating Valentines for veterans. We made sure everyone felt appreciated throughout winter. In March, the Student Council kicked off the Great Kindness Challenge. We promoted kindness throughout Landing School. All staff received caught being kind tickets and gave them to kids they saw being kind. The grade that received the most tickets earned an extra recess. Landing School's third grade took the title of Kindness Champions. Currently, the Student Council is raising money for the Light the Night campaign through Blood Cancer United. We have 3 weeks of fun and exciting events such as Walkathon, Dance for $1, and our favorite event, Stuck for a Buck. This year, we are taping our very brave principal to the all-purpose room. We will definitely share photos of this next week. I am glad to be president of the Landing School Student Council. I love being able to help other students in the school and in our community. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed hearing about the wonderful and exciting year of the Landing Year Student Council had.
Good evening, Dr. Doshner, members of the Board of Education, and guests. My name is Tommy Scagliola, and I am honored to serve as president of our K-Kids Club at Landing School. K-Kids is a fifth grade community service organization connected to Kiwanis International that teaches kids the importance of leadership, kindness, and helping others. As fifth graders, we may still be young, but we can make a big difference in our school and community. Through service projects, fundraisers, and teamwork, we learn that even small acts of kindness can have a big impact. This year, we held monthly pen and pencil sales, and as a group decided how we could help the Glen Cove community. We sold pens, pencils, and all different kinds of school supplies. We learned about advertising, creating work schedules, showing up on time for work, and customer service. The profits of our sales were donated to Glen Cove Cares to help raise money for breast cancer research. Nosh Delivers to help buy more food to offer those who need it in our community. The Cove Animal Rescue, because our furry friends need food and supplies too. We raise money to purchase supplies for our indoor recess kits, like Connect 4, Uno cards, and other similar games. We also work together with our student council on some projects like planting pink tulips in front of our school in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month in October, creating Valentines for veterans who are living in local assisted living homes. We also held a food drive during October to help families in need for Thanksgiving. Our motto is serving the children of the world. Those words remind us that every child deserves kindness, support, and hope. When we work together, we can help make the world a better place for everyone. We're all proud of our K-Kid members for their hard work, leadership, and dedication. Thank you for supporting and encouraging us. Together, we can lead by example and continue making a positive difference every day. Thank you.
All right, at this time, if we have any members from our middle school student council, please come up. It's really special seeing how each of the schools have events that are similar and consistent across the district, but then also there's like their own special spin on things. At this time, we're going to introduce 2 student council members. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone, and hello to all the parents and the board members. My name is Savannah Pierre, and I'm honored to speak on behalf of the National Junior Honor Society. This year, National Junior Honor Society members dedicated their time to service, leadership, and supporting our community. We organized food and toiletry drives to help local families and volunteered at community events sponsored by the Chamber of Commerce and other local organizations. One of our most meaningful projects was participating in the Bake for Good program through King Arthur Baking Company. Through this program, students learn valuable bread making skills while also giving back to community by baking and donating bread. We are also able to secure $700 worth of donated flour and yeast supplies through a grant, which allowed even more students to participate in this hands-on service project. National Junior Honor Society members also help incoming 6th graders by leading school tours and organizing a scavenger hunt to help students feel more comfortable and excited about joining our school community. In addition, we assisted families and visitors during open houses and parent-teacher conferences. Throughout the year, we organized fundraising events focused on helping children and supporting charitable causes. These experiences taught us the importance of teamwork, compassion, responsibility, and leadership. On behalf of the National Junior Honor Society, I would like to thank our advisors, our teachers, administrators, and the community of members for supporting our efforts throughout the year. We are proud of what we have accomplished together forward to serving our school community. In addition to National Junior Honor Society work, our school's environmental club has been working on our school courtyard. Each time we meet, we work on making a strong effort for looking for grants and donations. Reestablishing our courtyard would help cultivate a tranquil area where students can learn the importance of preserving our nature and community as a wonderful artifact of Earth that cannot be replaced. Thank you for your time this evening.
Hi, my name is Mackenzie Alessandro, and I am co-president of the Middle School Student Council. Yesterday evening, I had the pleasure of attending the Research Symposium. I saw many great projects featuring creative ways of science and art. I was very impressed by the science fair projects that I hope will expand to the middle school in the future. Science fairs are more than just creating posters and experiments. They help students be creative, solve problems, and ask important questions about the world around us. In science fairs, students are not just memorizing facts from books, they are becoming investigators, engineers, and inventors. Kids who participate in science fairs develop skills that stick with them for the rest of their lives. They learn how to research, organize information, manage their time better, and create and present ideas clearly. They also learn that on the pathway to success, there are problems that get in the way, but the most important part is solving them, not giving up, and moving forward. Science fairs can also inspire students to dream bigger about their future careers. So please consider allowing students in the middle school to participate in science fairs and give us the freedom to connect learning to real-life situations. Thank you so much for your time.
Also, in addition to that, we would like to mention how we also donated to NOSH by gathering food from our community, and also we raised $500 worth for Long Island birthday wishes. Thank you.
And we also have one of our faculty members, Ms. Polanski, here. So thank you for all the work you do with this group, and Dr. Carnevale. And now we're moving to our high school. If there are any members from our Student Senate that can come up to present, thank you so much.
Thank you. My name is Charlotte Dilgard Clark, and I'm a member of the Student Senate. And this year we had an amazing pep rally, an amazing homecoming. We raised school spirit with some spirit weeks. We spread holiday cheer through AHRC. We ran 3 blood drives and collected a total of 69 pints. And the Red and Green Games was a huge success. We cannot wait for more exciting things to happen next year.
Thank you to all of our student groups who came. We love every board meeting that includes you and your families. We're so proud of you and the work that you do, both in the classrooms and outside of the classrooms. It really shows a lot of effort on your part. I want to ask you all to just stay for one moment longer. We want to congratulate 3 members of our Daisy School, if they can come down. We mentioned this a couple of weeks ago, but we want to make sure that we officially congratulate them today. So if we can have Malik Mesba, Dylan Gonzalez, and Isaac Abraham please come down. They are our first in math trio for this year. So for people that might not know, this is our 4th year where we have students who are qualifying for this state championship. We are very proud of all of them. We are so proud to have Mrs. Crumlich and Mrs. Seltzer be their teacher and be a part of this amazing achievement. They outpaced 82 school districts all across the state, across different counties, and they are getting individual trophies and a $1,000 grant that is donated to Daisy School. That's right. And just like we've done in years past, all of Daisy rallies around them, and then they organize this clap out to try to cheer them on and get them pumped for when they go to represent us on June 13th in Albany. So congratulations to the 3 of you. We're going to give you certificates. And we also have certificates for the teachers. So one big thank you to the Glen Cove community. Last night we passed our budget, so we just wanted to thank all of you for supporting the Glen Cove City School District. As you can see behind me, I had a really tough time choosing just a few of the pictures that I wanted up here. There are so many things to be proud of as a district. We have accolades and achievements across academics, athletics, arts, performing arts, music, you name it. We are incredibly proud of all of our students. These are just a few examples that I could fit on one slide, but I did want to say thank you to all of you for your support of us and your trust in us in our leadership, but also in our governance as a Board of Education. And again, I want to thank you because these are your students, these are your children, these are our students, and we could not be prouder of the work that is happening with our staff, with your children. Thank you once again. So I know it's getting late. If you have to get home for bedtime, you can absolutely do so. I'm going to continue my superintendent's report, but thank you so much for being here and for sharing your children with us every day. So we have been attending our concerts. We have 2 left this season. We have a concert on May 27th and May 28th. They are the Landing and Connolly Grade 4 and Grade 5 concerts. So if you'd like to hear some amazing music, please come down. So far, we've listened to our 3rd graders at Landing and Connolly, our middle school, and our high school, and Daisy and Gribben as well. So we're looking forward to these last 2 concerts. Behind me, you'll see photos of our mixed chorus, our select chorale performing together this Monday night, as well as our middle school orchestra and our high school concert band as well. We are incredibly proud to share, and I shared this at the last Board of Education meeting as well, but we were recognized as a premier school for Glen Cove High School for theater education. It's an exceptional recognition. We are only one of 15 schools across the nation to receive this. So I wanted to say once again, congratulations to our incredible theater department, our talented students, our choirs led by Mr. Norris. Our theater program is led by Mr. Ross, and all of our talented students who are musicians, performers, and all around incredible artists. So congratulations to Glen Cove High School for receiving this prestigious award. We have a few students to recognize today. They were a part of the Hofstra Honor Band Festival. They were brought there by Mrs. Frank Rifkin. We have Casey Miller on percussion, JC Enamorado on flute, Chahat Sharma on flute, and Elizabeth Nash on alto saxophone, who's not pictured behind me. We want to thank Mrs. Rifkin for continuing to provide these types of professional experiences for our students. It helps them to really gain confidence in their musical abilities, and again, it pushes them beyond their comfort level in terms of experiencing new and incredible things. So congratulations to these 4 young ladies for their incredible musical talent. You heard from our students who participated in the Research Symposium. We're very proud that we have, for the 4th time, our annual Research Symposium. It is a time where the work of our AP seminar and our AP research students is displayed from the high school, as well as students who are part of the scientific research class. We had some students who also participated from Robert Finley Middle School. They showed their projects before as well. And I also wanted to highlight, because I know sometimes people might not realize that the students that are part of the scientific research program work collaboratively with Cold Spring Harbor Laboratories, and they do their work with the laboratory so that they are doing more in-depth scientific research, specifically DNA research. So some of them were there as well to present their projects. So we're very proud of their hard work, and I heard from a lot of community members as they were walking around saying how impressed they were by the caliber of the research that they had seen, and we echo that sentiment as well. We're very proud of where our students are. And we also had our district art show. Again, this is our 4th annual one. It was a great time. You can see behind me, families came with their children. We had some teachers in attendance as well, so there were a lot of proud moments where you see One of our teachers, Mrs. Bernardo, is showing the artwork with one of our students, and then Mrs. Verney from the high school was taking a photo. A lot of proud parents as well, just enjoying their students' work and being able to celebrate that as families. And just a reminder, once again, if a community member has a question and they want to ask it before a board meeting and they want their questions answered at that board meeting, don't forget to click on the links. They are on the pop-ups. They are shared on Parent Square. They're also on the Board of Education website. You can click it, and it takes you to a Google form. So you can ask your questions by Monday at 4 p.m., and they will be answered at the following board meetings. And that concludes my superintendent's report.
Okay, thank you. So we'll move on to our first public comment section. Please, what?
One other item, number 3.
Oh, school board recognition.
Sorry about that. Yes, we have 3 board members that are being recognized. This recognition comes from, thank you, Mrs. Johnson. This recognition comes from NISBA. So we have certificates that were sent to us, and they indicate specifically what each board member is being recognized for. It's for their continuing education as board members. So I'll be calling you up in a second. Our first recognition is for Ann Markoulis. She is being recognized for earning a Level 2 Board Excellence Award under NISBA's Board of Excellence Recognition Program. At this level, you qualify for recognition in our on-board newspaper as well as a certificate of recognition. Congratulations. Our next board member to be recognized is Ms. Leah Leone. You are recognized for earning a Level 3 Board Mastery Award under NISBA's Board Excellence Recognition Program. At this level, you qualify for recognition in our board newspaper, as well as the following items: a certificate for a free one-day event, a certificate of recognition, and a commemorative pad folio, which I left in my office.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I'm honored.
Ms. Jimenez, you are also a Level 3 Board Mastery Award recipient, and you get all of those 3 benefits: a certificate for a free one-day event, certificate of recognition, and a pad folio. And we also, let's give her a hand. And we also have Ms. Levine, who's also a Level 3 Board Mastery Award recipient. Congratulations.
So now you're done?
I am. I'm sorry about that. Thank you, Ms. Johnson, again.
All right. Now we will move on to our first public comment. Please sign in, state your name and address. You have 3 minutes. Please be respectful. Please refrain from naming individuals. And questions and concerns will be addressed at a following meeting.
Just shout.
You give me so many opportunities to say how absurd it is that we can't mention staff teachers' names. I was in this building last night for the research symposium and for the high school concert, both of which were superb. I particularly want to comment on, and there really are no words to describe, superb, excellent, magnificent. The Select Chorale, I've listened to them for years, and when you hear them earlier in the year or the years before and you think they can't get better, they can get better. This was probably absolutely the best I have ever heard from the Select Chorale. It was beyond superb, and they wouldn't be what they are. Their talent, the students' talents, would not have been brought to that level without their teacher director. You might want to reconsider that we aren't allowed to mention names. I would also like to, it's more than compliment. I mean, it was just magnificent. The orchestra. I have been listening since it was hard to listen because string instruments are extremely difficult to be really good at. In the 2 years that the current director has been with our school district, he has taken his students to a level that I did not think I would ever hear sitting in our auditorium. Magnificent, beyond magnificent. If you weren't here and didn't hear it in person or you didn't live stream, you really need to go back and look. You won't get as great a sound from the live stream, but it's still something and it's worth your time. That's it.
Thank you. They were great. Anybody? Okay, let's move on to the instructional report.
Hit it, Mr. Klasky.
We're punchy tonight, aren't we? Feel the need to sing now in honor of Janet's commendation. Based on the recommendation of the superintendent of schools, I asked the Board of Education, see, I can't do it now. I asked the Board of, and just a cavalcade of
Your
hilarious.
time's up.
Shall I continue? I asked the Board of Education to approve Agenda Item 7 on the instructional report, A, Committee on Special Education, and B, Committee on Preschool Special Education.
Can I get a motion? Maureen and Megan, questions or comments? All in favor? 7. Okay, business.
Based on the recommendation of the superintendent of schools, I ask the Board of Education to approve Agenda Item 8A, Finance, numbers 1 and 2.
Can I get a motion? Maria and Ann. Any questions or comments? All in favor? 7.
Okay. Based on the recommendation of the superintendent of schools, I ask the Board of Education to approve Agenda Item 8B, Operations, numbers 1 through 5.
Can I get a motion? Leah and Ann. Questions or comments? All in favor? 7. Thank you for approving the budget, and congratulations to Maria and to Rob. I know they'll continue to do a great job, and I'm sure Rob will do a great job. Okay, and it's been a pleasure serving on the board. Okay, go.
Thank you, Dr. Ramo. We just have Mrs. Johnson who wants to clarify the votes and the certification.
So I placed documentation in front of all the board members with the final votes that get tabulated and looked at prior to the certification, which happens this evening. For anyone that doesn't know, the results that were posted last night are just up, not there, sorry. They get posted just as a tentative thing until everything gets looked at the following day, which is what happened. I just gave you all an example of what prints out on one of the machines, which would be machine number 2. As you will see, that there is write-in numbers over there that were left off during the count, but it gets picked up the following morning when I review everything. So you'll see on the tabulation sheet that there was some modifications made. And then I also, as I did last year, I go over all the write-ins, and each one is explained as to whose name was on there and who they voted for, and if their vote counted, because some of the votes, as you will see, were left blank or they weren't done properly. I also included a copy of the ballot so that when you're reviewing this, you can see what I'm talking about in terms of some of the markings. I also want to thank Angela for her service. I would like to congratulate Maria Venuto on your reelection, and I welcome Robert in joining the board. And thank you, Glen Cove, for approving our budget. Do you guys have any questions?
No, does anyone have any questions?
So just to, essentially at the end of the day, there was 25 write-ins, whereas last night only one was accounted for.
Recorded, but those 25 write-ins are not 25 write-ins because some of them were not done properly. So if you look at the backup, you know, some people overvoted, some people voted twice for the same person, and you can't do that.
Thanks for the explanation. Okay, personnel.
Based on the recommendation of the superintendent of schools, I ask the Board of Education to approve agenda item 9A certified, items 1 through 5.
Can I get a motion? Megan and Maureen, questions or comments? All in favor? 7.
Based on the recommendation of the superintendent of schools, I ask the Board of Education to approve agenda item 9B classified, 1 through 3 as amended.
Can I get a motion? Brett and Leah, questions or comments? All in favor? 7.
If we could just take a moment. So tonight, part of the personnel certified agenda was the approval of tenure for Miss Ashley Giraldi, who's in attendance here tonight. So we want to say congratulations to Ashley. We thank you for all of your work, and just as a reminder for everybody, we're going to have our formal recognition for tenure and retirees on June 3rd.
Great, congratulations. Okay, we don't have any unfinished business or new business, so we will go on to board comments where we have a couple of items for discussion. So first we were going to talk about the top 10 and the class ranking, and we received an email about this and what other districts do, and would we consider changing to expand to recognize more students, or if we want to keep it the way it is. So we asked the administration to ask around and see what the other districts do. So we got a little bit more info. So does anyone have any comments about this? Also, class rank. That was the, yeah, Maureen.
I appreciate all of the information that you provided us with. A lot of the other school districts are mostly doing valedictorian and salutatorian at this point. I don't think that we need to go that direction, but the emails and the questions that we got, and sometimes it comes up from time to time, going from 1 to 10. But we're doing the top 10. Should we do 20 or 25? In my opinion, I think that the public presentation and keeping the way it is, the community really loves it. We should keep it the way that it is right now, but I would love parents who want that information so that this way their students can be made, more scholarships can be made available to their students. If maybe the guidance department could be instructed to let parents know that absolutely like an unofficial ranking could be accessible for them, so that parents would have that and be able to share it for scholarship reasons.
Yeah, I agree. I'd like to, if it's necessary for a college application or a scholarship, I think it would be nice for the district to provide an official rank, if that's what the kids need. But I probably would also keep it at recognizing 10. There are other nights when kids get recognized, scholarships, and I don't know, it just seems like there are a lot of awards nights. I'm sorry, I'm not thinking straight. A lot of opportunities for students to get recognized, and I don't know that we need to expand, especially given how many districts just do valedictorian and salutatorian. What do you guys think?
Excuse me. I know the trend is to go to a much smaller amount, to valedictorian, salutatorian. You know, the one district that has several valedictorians. Can I share that data? We asked the administration to use their criteria. We would end up with just one valedictorian. But in all the scenarios, you end up cutting it off somewhere, whether it be 20 or 2. And I feel very comfortable at 10. I don't really see a need to change it.
Yeah, I agree. I think even though Glen Cove ends up being sort of an outlier by the districts that responded, who essentially are not ranking at all, right? Like some districts are saying we know our 1 and 2, or we don't rank at all. We don't even know our, like we don't even announce 1 or 2 in some instances. Well, yeah, I was gonna say, and then there's like, we were really shocked at how all over the map this was. There's a district that takes like the top 10 or 20 and pulls the valedictorian out of a hat. So, I mean, it's like, it's all over the place as what they do. So I kind of like the tradition of Glen Cove acknowledging the 10 individuals. It's an incredibly challenging accomplishment. I like that we weight our classes, because some districts don't weight your classes, and that's another questionable path to a valedictorian, right? Like, so I don't know. It's you know, you're never going to make everybody happy, but I think I like the history, the tradition of the 10, and I agree. If you're applying for a scholarship, if you're applying to a university that looks at rank or looks at percentage, there's no you shouldn't be like harmed for that. But I think I don't see a reason to move away from 10 to add or to subtract. Yeah.
Thanks. Anybody else?
No, I basically agree. I mean, my concern was, you know, how does it benefit or harm students, whether it's, you know, ranking more or less. And I know that generally the consensus is to move away from ranking altogether because it does more harm than good. The most significant things in a student's portfolio are their, you know, general performance in their classes, the AP classes they take, how well they do, and SATs, but also the essays and other things that students add. So I see the other districts moving from ranking, and that does make sense to me. But if we want to do the 10 and keep that tradition, I'm okay with that for now at least.
Oh, and then to add to that, also, I think that obviously if we were saying, if you did want it, so if we wanted to move in maybe the direction that maybe wasn't anticipated, which is away from ranking, this isn't like an announcement that would have to be made in essentially 6th grade. So you'd have to phase it in over 7 years, because students start taking, you know, students who have a mind toward this goal start choosing classes in 7th and 8th grade to be weighted differently. So, I mean, you're years from it, you know, at any rate.
And also take into consideration those kids who are doing, you know, so many other activities where they're putting their time and energy into other things, right? Whether it's theater or dance or music, you know, all these other activities that they can be participating in, sports that take up their time. I do like the idea, like Maureen brought up, and you guys also said, if there's a parent who wants the seal, a student who wants the seal, I think something that really looks nice and official would be great. And Michael, I don't want to put you on the spot, but maybe you
What do you
can
think?
give us a little, I mean, I have a junior, so I've gotten a little bit of a perspective, but as an outgoing senior, any thoughts at all? I don't mean to put you on the spot, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
This has come up a lot when talking to people and when applying to colleges. I will say it's not that important when applying to traditional colleges. You will see it more being important when applying to places like the Service Academy or ROTC specific scholarships. That's from my experience. It's a very specific little niche. But I kind of like where it is now. You brought up a great point about it's not really representing what kids do outside of school. And colleges have very well shifted from straight academics to the holistic approach. So in that sense, your ranking is not going to be great for helping you out in that area because like Glen Cove, many schools don't have a rank. So how much can you really weight a class rank? How much can you really factor that in? Not that much. And yeah, I feel like that kind of sums it up from my perspective.
Thanks, that was well said. Go ahead, Ann.
Michael, I really appreciate you sharing that with us, especially from an outgoing senior. From a parent point of view, where I had kids graduated, from Glen Cove schools, if any parent truly really wants, or a student really wants, their ranking, I'm sure that the guidance counselors can, provide that information, and just to reiterate, especially if there's like certain scholarships that, that you would like to, apply to, or certain colleges that need it, or specific programs, I'm sure that can be done. But I do agree with the traditional to keep the, to acknowledge, the top 10. So that's my point. But Mike, I really do appreciate you sharing that, with us.
Thanks. Anyone else have anything?
I just want to ensure, though, that it is possible to access that information, because I don't know if it's a practice in guidance to say,
So
no.
that would be a change that we would be making going forward to next year.
Okay, I think that is good. People should be able to access that. A student should be able to access that if they need to.
Yeah, and you guys like to come up with processes, so I'm sure you'll be able to come up with, yeah. Oh, a Google form, those are fun too. A way of doing it so it's official. Just sort of on this topic, but I also found out tonight that there's a top 2 in 8th grade. I'm not crazy about that. I think it starts the competition amongst kids a little early, and as a former crazy kid who was extremely competitive, I don't think that kids need that pressure on them at that age, but I'm leaving, so that'll be up to you guys. But that's my 2 cents on that. Does anyone have anything else before we move on? Okay. So then another thing that came up at our last meeting was outside time at the high school. Should I start it, or does someone else? So I think we kind of all agree that being outside is healthy, it's beneficial to kids for their mental health, just for fun. We've had issues with supervision and where the kids can go. So when we started the bond process, we were hoping that there could be like an outside eating area, but when we were discussing that, there are issues with, again, supervision in that area, making that space safe, because there are deliveries to the cafeteria.
I don't want to interrupt, but just to be clear,
Yeah.
the area you're talking about is the
by-
outside area from the cafeteria for the high school. So it's like the center, it's like the driveway between the 2 sides of the high school.
Right.
Which has a delivery entrance next to it.
So there would be delivery trucks driving up, and so even with some kind of Ballard protection, it would be hard to keep kids contained. They could walk out into the parking lot, which wouldn't be a safe thing. So that's not ideal. Other things, like, it would be great for kids to go walk around on the track, like was mentioned before, but again, there are gym classes outside, there's the supervision issue. And then another thing that came up was the inner courtyard. And that seems like possibly the best solution, but it'll take some privacy, what were they called? The privacy screens to help, so the first floor classrooms won't be able to see the kids in the courtyard and vice versa. And it'll help muffle the sound a little bit. But yeah, go ahead, Brett.
Maureen pointed out that tomorrow night is, which we didn't mention earlier, is a cabaret event. If you have nothing going on, show up to that. But might be a good opportunity to see what the noise intrusion would look like.
Yeah.
But I do think working towards an outside area just for some vitamin D and to some fresh air is a good idea. I do want to note that the question that came up last week, I do think was more about, like walking and getting some exercise, expelling a little physical energy for the children, or for the young adults, and so they can come back, in a better frame of mind. And I know that presents, a lot of the obstacles you just mentioned, supervision and other gym classes, and then you're talking about the fields, which have open access to upstairs windows and for distraction purposes, and but hopefully we can, continue to try and find some way to,
Yeah.
achieve that.
Yeah, hopefully we can come to some kind of happy medium. I don't know.
I think that would be a good goal for however long it takes to sort of sort that out. I think also, Glen Cove often, especially people I know who live in different communities, always remark on how lucky we are to have these expansive school grounds, and we really are. And when we see that, we think like, okay, let everyone outside and let them, but especially the high school, it's so expansive that it's just not feasible to have the students out throughout the day without supervision, security. It ends up being sort of like a double-edged sword on that front. And I know, Leah, you had mentioned you had, for some other event, been to a high school that had a setup like the courtyard, and you were very impressed with it, and it seemed to be able to be contained.
I happened to be at another school at an event last weekend, and, I'm always nosy and looking at what other buildings have, and they had a courtyard similar to ours, and there was a gazebo out there, and it was really nice, and there was signage that said, be respectful, there's classes going on. There were picnic tables set up, so kids can just get out there and sit. The sign almost made it seem like it was like library-ish, so they would go out there and just get some fresh air and do some work and eat their lunch or whatever they want to do. But just quiet time, not, dodgeball or something.
No, I think that would be nice. And it would make use, no, not dodgeball, although dodgeball is pretty fun. But it would make use of a space that's not really being utilized, so that would be good. Anyone have anything on this topic or something else? No? Okay. Yeah, this is board comments. Anything else?
I know that Brett mentioned that there's the cabaret happening tomorrow. Is it like the Mashed Up Cabaret, maybe? Something like that, like something silly, so you guys can come and check that out. And then there's also the wheelchair basketball happening from the Kiwanis Club, which I'm also excited to check out. So if you're in the neighborhood and you can come by the high school, I think there's something for everyone. If you're a theater person or an athletics person, there's something that'll catch your attention. And then last night at the concerts, I was really, it was just really beautiful to see Fame come and talk about the connection to the community, like the way that they expressed that they're all alumni and how that relationship continues on and on really spoke to me. And the same night that we passed a budget by like double, you know? I mean, we're a great community, and I want to thank everyone. And I'm so glad that we're part of a community that doesn't forget that that commitment doesn't end, that people come back and keep giving back. I actually, at work, had a student who graduated from here 2 years ago who contacted me to observe me. And when I was speaking to her, I'm a speech pathologist, so she was just coming to observe. She's an undergrad. And she said, you know, I was really well prepared. She wants to graduate a year early from UConn. And she said, you know, I'm just really grateful because the high school really prepared me, and I feel like I'm ready to graduate a year early. And that was the same day that then we come here and we have all this. So I just really want to, it's really great to see a community that doesn't just come and take, but continues to come back and give. So thank you.
I just wanted to obviously thank the community for passing the budget. I wanted to thank Ida Johnson for facilitating the election year after year. It's a lot of work, and all the poll workers who are there. It was very hot yesterday, all day long, so I'd like to thank them. And I really appreciated this year. I felt like there was a particular level of effort put into communicate the budget process to obviously Glen Cove, the wider community of Glen Cove, but the school community, staff members, and those that are like within the buildings every day. And I would love to see that effort expanded each year, because, you know, it's sometimes you kind of forget, like, they're really, like, they have a significant input into the process as well, even though sometimes that's overlooked. And to that extent, just mentioning FAME, they had, I only sort of heard from just the outside, the guest singer. Oh. And so I wanted to thank FAME for that opportunity, because that was just incredible.
Well, she's coming back.
Oh, yeah?
So just so everyone understands what she's talking about, this woman came and sang. She just graduated from Yale with her master's in operatic singing, I guess is what it's called. She's going back for a second master's. She's from Georgia, I want to say. She's a connection
Louisiana.
to Louisiana.
Yep.
And I guess part of her master's program is she's coming back to the high school next year to teach a master class to our students. It's a really great opportunity.
All right, cool. And I wanted to add, for events tomorrow night, that SEPTA is having a mindfulness event at a local yoga studio. So if you're not into cabaret or basketball, but into yoga, there is that. So it's something for everyone, truly.
I'll be there at the yoga event at Buddha Jam to support SEPTA, and apparently they are giving a certificate for a free cocktail at Tokolo as well after your yoga. Sounds good to me. I just wanted to also voice my gratitude to the community for passing our budget. So important for parents and the community to be involved in this, so I was glad to see a decent turnout for that. I also want to thank Ida for her hard work. I know you have to get up very early in the morning to run an election, as do all the poll workers who support us at high school in Conley, so thank you for that again. And I also want to thank the community for supporting me for another term. I really appreciate it, your faith in me, and I am looking forward to doing continued work, supporting facilities, supporting the arts, and supporting all the good things that our current administration is doing in terms of improving outcomes for students and giving them opportunities for new experiences and hands-on learning. And I want to extend my gratitude to Angela, who I've appreciated working with. I'm hoping she considers running again, even though it's very early, I know, in the processing part. I understand what it's like to lose an election too. But I am very grateful for your presence here, for being able to work with you, and for being a literal lifesaver in our community. So thank you for that, and thank you for your level-headedness and your excellent listening skills. Thank you.
Thanks, Maria. I was trying not to cry. Okay, thanks. Thank you, Ida, too, and everybody else. Okay. Anybody else? Okay. We'll go on to our final public participation. Name and address, 3 minutes.
Janet Blatt, McGrady Street, Glen Cove. For this past school year, this printed copy of the calendar was almost perfect. Certainly a whole lot better than it was for the 12 years I was asking for the school board to get it right. I have looked online on the website at the calendar that you all approved. Once again, I suggest that before it gets printed, you make the changes that need to be changed. We are a community of many different religious faiths. Christian holidays, Easter, that is always on a Sunday, always appears on the school calendar. And I am in no way saying take it off, because you don't have the decency to put other religious holidays that are marked when they're on weekdays off the calendar if they appear on a Saturday or Sunday. I'm saying that no matter the holy days of whatever faith, if they appear on a calendar on a weekend rather than a weekday, you mark that. You put it in place. This is not rocket science. This is common decency. Caring about people who are not your religion, or might be your religion, but you don't care at all. The Jewish holy days for the coming year, some of them are on the weekend. If it starts on a Friday night and you mark that, also be decent enough to mark that the holy day is on Saturday. And if it's Rosh Hashanah, Saturday and Sunday. Take a look at the calendars, go online. If I can do it and I'm a gadget idiot, you all can do it. Look up when the holy days are for the next school year and make sure they appear. Also, the same for Eid. If it starts on a Friday night, mark that it starts at sundown, because Muslim holidays start at sundown. And then put it onto the weekend days. Interestingly enough, people comment to me. They ask me why. Well, I have nothing to do with it. You all do. Get it right. And this time, I'm not going to let it go. If it's not right, because you choose not to make sure that it's right, I will take it to outside organizations outside of Glen Cove and let them deal with the lack of decency, the lack of consideration for everybody who's a member of our community.
Thank you.
Hi, Alejandra Kosianovich, 51 Bacay. A couple of weeks ago, you said that, we were allowed to come and share if we've been having great experiences. And I wanted to take the time. I'm going to email admin and the board, with more details, but I did want to make, this comment that I have an older child and I homeschooled him for years because I had a really horrific experience with Glen Cove Special Ed. And I did not want to send him to school here at all. My personal situation changed, and we decided to reintroduce him to school this December, to Landing School. And I have been shocked at how amazing the transition has been and the support from everybody. Ms. Courtney Farrell, oh my, okay, no names. The teachers, you know, if you know me, you could find out who the teachers are. The TAs, stream teacher, music, every single person down to the security. It just has been really, really shocking from a child who did not want to go anywhere near a school to going full-time, basically, in like, you know, just a few short months. And whatever this team in his classroom is doing, he is in an ICT class, you need to replicate for every single school across the district, because they are literally just working magic. And I wanted to, no names, but really recognize in public that it has been, again, shocking. I don't have another word, but it's wonderful and so supportive, and I just wanted to say that.
Thank you. We have great staff. Anybody else? Okay, can I get a motion to adjourn? Maureen and Megan, all in favor? 7. Thank you, GCTV. Have a great night, and thanks again for the budget.